don't believe I need to add anything else to what I've just told you. I think I've made myself quite clear. To the right, the army of Alfonso d'Este and the mercenary troops. To the left, the Spaniards, well armed and carefully organized. We'll be here, in the middle, and we'll be easily overcome if we don't join with the strongest force. And I don't think that there's any doubt that the strongest force is the veteran Spanish army. Now, your complete adhesion to my plan is both necessary and urgent. We must take advantage of the situation without waiting any further. We must not delay our action. You have elected me your leader, and in accepting, I've assumed complete responsibility. Therefore, I must have full powers to deal with the Spanish. By negotiating cleverly, I count on gaining what I want and conceding very little. Now then, gentlemen, you, Baron Martina.
Yes, so I think it's the only way.
Baron Valletta.
Yes, I agree. You're quite right.
Camposalto. Yes, I agree with you too. And you, Baron Priverno.
Very well, I accept.
And you, Count Argentari.
My idea of honor differs from yours.
Now, don't get excited, my boy.
What does your honor have to do with your allegiance to our plan?
Because the Argentaris don't sell themselves to the first foreigner who passes by. Because we don't consider ourselves mercenaries. Because Prince Alfonso d'Este is our friend. He's an Italian, like the rest of us. And let me tell you that I'm tired of all your crooked dealings and your sly ways. Our people want to live in peace. They don't want to serve and suffer any longer, under a reign of terror and violence. I say this to you, to all of you. Aren't you capable of rebelling? Have you forgotten what it means to make decisions with a mind of your own? Anyway, it's your affair. What you do is no concern of mine. I shall come to see you tomorrow.
Is there anyone who has something to add? Wine! I see that we are all of one mind, even if Count Riccardo Argentari is not of the same opinion. I therefore propose that we drink a toast to our joint fortunes and to the future. Count Arcidosso, won't you join in the toast? No one can stop us from following our chosen course. And we will follow it to the very end. To your health.
You're awaited. Come. This way. Over there.
Oh, it's you. Well then, what do you want with me?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Then I'll just wish you a very cordial good night.
No, wait. I have something to tell you.
Then make up your mind. Let's hear it. Perhaps I should envy Ubaldo if I didn't despise him so much, but I very much doubt that anything you could say would interest me.
In my opinion, you don't understand women.
I'm quite naive, that's very true. But you see, I lack your experience.
Suppose I were to teach you something now.
Oh, not a hope, Violante. I'm afraid I'm not very clever.
Milady, please come.
You must escape. Your life is in danger.
What did she tell you?
They're going to ambush you outside the castle. You must hurry. Go. You'll emerge safely in open country. What are you waiting for? Don't you have faith in me?
Why should I trust you, Violante?
Why shouldn't you? Why would I want to betray you?
You're Ubaldo's mistress. You obviously accept his arrogance. And furthermore, you share his opinions. Don't you think that'd be enough reason? I don't know if I make myself clear, but I'm sure that if I followed your advice, I'd fall into a trap, and I love the smell of fresh air.
So much the worse.
But thank you just the same. Some other time.
I
regret to see that you're not as wise as you used to be, dear Count. In the past, you would have accepted this proposal without so much useless arguing.
I fear that you have always been mistaken about me, Ubaldo. My situation...
Your situation no longer affords you the luxury of noble gestures. You are ruined, my dear Count. And you know it. However, if you are willing to grant me the hand of your daughter, and if you agree to sign the Pact of Alliance with the Spanish, you might have some possibility of salvation.
And if I refuse to sign this Pact of Alliance with the Spanish invaders, and if I don't agree to let you marry my daughter...
It will mean your complete ruin.
I prefer to be ruined. Laura has only just left the convent where she spent her childhood, and where she received the kind of education that her poor mother would have wanted her to have. How could I dare entrust her to you? She knows nothing of life. She ignores the ugliness of the world.
Noble words of paternal affection. But you would do better to think of your own interests. You can count on my support. To prove it, part of the benefits which I shall obtain from the Spaniards shall go to you. Well?
No, it's impossible. I cannot sign the agreement with Spain. I cannot give you the hand of Laura. There's nothing more to be said. Try to understand me, Ubaldo. My only choice is to remain neutral. And if I don't help you and don't give you my daughter, I won't oppose you.
I thought you knew me better than that. I've always hated half measures. You can either be my friend or my enemy. The choice is yours.
Must disappear without leaving any traces.
In the river?
Yes, in the river. Take care of it quickly and silently.
I understand.
Aye, Your Excellency.
Come in. Well?
Your Excellency, Count Ricardo Argentari has met with an accident. I'm afraid he's dead.
Of course. You bring terrible news. How can a man die so young? Well, I'd better drink to forget my distress. Are you quite sure of it?
Oh, Your Excellency, I was there.
You've brought us really wonderful news, you know. And wonderful news deserves payment.
You fool, stop it. Bring me the perfume.
Thank you. And I promise that if you chance to be present at another accident, you'll receive another purse.
Very good, Your Excellency.
To my agreement with Spain, that will bring me riches and glory, and to my adversaries of today who will soon be at my feet like dogs. And I toast above all the most beautiful lady in Rocamontana. Now then, what do you want? Leave us, quick!
I was forced to refuse him. I cannot permit that lunatic to ruin our country. And I shall certainly never allow him to even think of marrying you. I'm ruined, it is true. But I still have good friends, like Count Ricardo Argentari. Friends on whom I know I can rely. Why don't you speak, Laura?
I was thinking I'd like to be a man, to be able to assist you. If I could only help you, then I could defend you against that tyrant.
You're the most wonderful girl in the whole world, and your father is very proud of you. I wanted you to know all this because it's better that we don't ever hide anything from each other. Go up to your room now. You must be tired. Tomorrow, Count Argentari will come to see me, and with him, we'll plan a course of action. Good night.
Good night, Father.
No!
Laura, go and see where the devil the servants have disappeared to. Hurry. Laura. There! Is nobody there?
Run up your mistress. She's fainted. Those filthy dogs have murdered the Count.
My father. Where's my father?
Courage, Madonna Laura.
Let go.
Laura.
I want to see my father. Father. Oh. Father, no. Dear Father.
Yes, that's how it is. A storm is gathering for us and our people. Ubaldo Rocamontana will not hesitate to strike again. I myself owe my life to Amerigo and Lorenzo.
I'd had enough of the tyranny and crimes of the Duke. It was my good fortune to be able to help, Your Excellency.
Thank you. I recognize the assassin. He was a follower of Ubaldo, and he has paid for that crime with his life. But the instigator hasn't. We must organize a plan. Listen, your father was the only one of whom Ubaldo still had reason to be afraid. But why did he kill him in such haste?
Because he wanted to marry me.
What?
My father told me only a few hours ago.
Your father accepted?
No, he refused.
Oh, his plan was simple and safe as well. By marrying you, he not only would have had all your lands, but he could have also obliged your father to accept the alliance with Spain. I thank heaven I was inspired to hurry to you.
No, thank you. I know you are his dearest and best friend.
It's true, Laura. He spoke to me often about you. You don't know how much he wanted you, how he missed not having you here with him in the castle. He felt so lonely without his dear daughter.
Oh.
Laura, for the moment, I think it's best to follow the path chosen by fate. Ubaldo wants my death. Very well, then. I shall be dead for him, and for all the others. Then I shall have the possibility to act more freely. Laura, now go up to your room and try and get some rest. As for me, I'll sleep close to your door to avoid any possible danger. Tomorrow morning we will decide what would be best to do. Agreed? Laura, count upon me. I'll never abandon you. And you see, things will be all right.
I know. I have complete faith in you.
Good night, Laura.
Good night. You must be hungry.
I'm ravenous. Cheese. That's the kind of breakfast I like. It's always better to leave a little for when you're thirsty. This will do.
Requests the honor of paying his respects to Madonna Laura, Countess of Arcidosso.
Your Excellency. Excellency.
What's the matter?
The Duke. He's here.
What am I going to do? You must help me.
Just give orders for him to be admitted right away. You disappear. Keep out of sight. Look, Clara, don't let him notice that you're afraid. And listen carefully.
Over there.
It's a portrait of me with my father.
Just as I imagined. The pretty little girl of the painting has indeed become an extremely beautiful young lady. Will you excuse me?
Please sit down.
Thank you. I heard what happened last night. It was horrible. I'm shocked. Shocked and almost speechless that anyone could murder such a noble, loyal friend. Consider me at your disposal. The daughter of Maurizio Arcidosso can count on the friendship of the Duke of Roccamontana. Your father's murder shall be avenged, I promise that. I set myself to this task willingly, in memory of a dear and faithful friend. Such a crime shall not remain unpunished. Furthermore, your father had bound himself to me with a specific promise, which proves how strong the ties were between us. That of granting me your hand. You didn't know about it? Oh, well, now I've told you. Of course, I don't expect an immediate answer. I shall give you all the time you like to think about my proposal. I respect your sorrow, just as you, I'm sure, will respect the will and the promise made by your father. Please understand me. You are alone in a world full of subterfuge and evil. If you marry me, you can count on my support and my assistance.
Thank you, Your Grace. I'm more than grateful. Your kind words and your presence have afforded me great comfort. I promise I shall examine your proposal with all the attention and the respect which it merits. Now I must beg you to excuse me. I'm not feeling very well.
As you wish, madam. I am always at your command.
How terrible to have to talk to the man who murdered my dear father. To be obliged to pretend that I believed him and his kindness.
You behaved perfectly, Laura. I suffered for you at every word.
A man like that is capable of anything. Now I can understand what my father meant. What you said. We must do something.
We shall act, Laura. My wits against his. From this moment on, I swear to you that the lands of Roccamontana will have no peace.
Good. How do you think I should behave?
Stay in the castle. Pretend to believe all that he's told you. And you must take your time about answering his proposal of marriage. In the meantime, rest assured that I shall be watching over you constantly, Laura.
How can I ever thank you enough?
Don't worry. You've already done so.
in constant terror that someone might see us.
No one can possibly see us. I'm always extremely cautious, especially for your sake.
Oh, Ricardo, I'm always afraid knowing that you're constantly exposing your life.
You don't have to worry. You know the farmers have started a legend about me. They already call me the elusive swordsman.
No, don't jest. The soldiers of the Duke are going over the countryside, acre by acre.
I know.
At any moment they might discover you. Don't you realize it?
Our lair is well protected. Now our band has become strong and numerous. The men will face anything rather than become prisoners of the Duke. You mustn't be afraid.
Is it never going to end? Other men will be murdered and there will be more bloodshed. When will we ever be able to live our own lives?
My love, it's no comfort for me to hear you talk like this. We have a mission to accomplish. You mustn't forget it.
Forgive me. It's just that I'm not strong and courageous like you.
What news can you tell me of the Duke?
Ah, the Duke, it's just as you would imagine. He continues to beseech my reply with messengers and showers me with costly gifts.
Very well. Time is working in our favor. We must draw it out.
Don't stay here. Ricardo, go back to your hideaway. It's better.
Oh, very good. If that's all it takes to make you happy, I'll go away.
Oh, my dear, come now. You know very well that the only time I feel at ease is when you're beside me.
Yes, I agree. But I think we must admit that things aren't going as well as they might.
Why not? We control the situation.
Actually, I'd say the contrary. It seems to me the safety of our countryside is gravely compromised.
That accursed raider runs loose over our land, sacks our properties, incites the farmers, and prevents tax collections. By now, he's become a famous legend of the road.
You're cowards! You come here only to let me know of your stupid fears, of your ridiculous, non-existent misfortunes. Action is needed, not words and lamentations. I've brought you the alliance with the Spanish on a platter. I've unified all your forces, and when we need an important decision, you're unable to give me any advice.
Well, couldn't we ask the Spanish to intervene to help us to get rid of him?
Ah, now. The first proposal that makes sense.
It's the only solution.
It couldn't be more simple. Give me full powers to act.
If we want to be of some use to the Spanish troops, we must control all the roads. And I don't see how we can manage that if the rebel is in the area.
Very true, but when he finds himself caught between the Spanish and us, he'll realize that he's lost the game.
All right. If you agree to leave the practical line of action to me, I will communicate our proposals to the Spanish within 2 days.
Excuse me, ladies, were we too loud for your delicate ears?
We don't enjoy your vulgar wit. When the Duke of Roccamontana finds out that you have dared to waylay my carriage...
Ah, the Duke of Roccamontana. Then you would be Donna Violante. I'm most happy to know you, madam. The ladies will accompany us to the hideaway. With your gracious permission. Thank you. Here we are, then.
For your horses! Back to headquarters!
Where are you taking us?
To visit my sick old aunt who lives in the country.
Don't do us any harm. We're only going to town to buy some new material.
If you say one more word to him, I'll throw you out.
Forgive me, milady. I'm so terrified of bandits.
You're not afraid of a poor bandit, are you? Oh, how silly of you. You're under the protection of the Duke of Rocamontana.
Spare me your idle chatter.
You know, actually, by nature, I'm a timid creature. But it's my duty to question you in order to gain time. And I'm not going to deny myself so great a pleasure. I really couldn't.
Oh, don't you take your hands off me, you villain! Oh, how dare you! Oh, get away from me! Why, you vulgar thief, miserable villain, bandit!
Now, don't be upset, dear lady. The letter will be returned.
Oh, you dog! I'll have you hanged!
Very well.
Filthy coward!
Well done, Captain. Apparently, you still feel you want to fight.
If I had a sword, you'd soon see.
Very well, then. I want to make you happy. Give me a sword. Here we are. I'll leave him.
At last.
Another sword for the captain here. The element of surprise is fundamental in the art of dueling. I'll show you. The choice of weapons is yours.
I'll give you a lesson.
En garde.
That is the rebel of Rocamontana. He is our captain.
But it's impossible.
Pay close attention now. Attention! The second element, remember? Is speed. Oh, watch out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Watch out. What's the minute? The show is almost over now. One last element. Watch closely now. 1, 2. You're a worthy adversary. Thank you, man.
I'm ready. I will supply 3,000 soldiers, weapons, and food for 3 months. In exchange, I want 400,000 gold pieces, the official support of Spain, and the possession of the lands of Alfonso d'Este, Ubaldo Rocamontana.
This piece of paper can become very important indeed, if we only know how to put it to good purpose.
And our purpose is to get rid of Ubaldo.
And what are we going to do with our man-eating tigress?
She'll be useful to us. Evidently, she knows nothing of the message. It was invisible. Maybe we should let her continue to her destination.
And this letter?
We'll return it to her. Correct it, naturally.
What's this, a resurrection?
I was never dead. On the contrary, I feel more alive than I ever did before.
So you are the rebel, the mysterious swordsman, the terror of Roccamontana.
Ubaldo Roccamontana.
What do you intend to do?
Heaven only knows.
Aren't you afraid I'll betray your secret?
Perhaps.
Are you going to trust me this time?
Perhaps.
I didn't lie to you that night.
Yes, maybe I was wrong not to believe you then.
Now you know me better, Ricardo, and I'm in your hands.
Excuse me. So, Donna Violante, you were surprised to see me. Take it from me, you won't be the only one.
If you let me go, no one will ever know. I won't talk. I want to be close to you.
Really? Haringa! Lorenzo, come here.
Don't push. Take your hands off me.
Show Donna Violante to her carriage.
Your letter of introduction. Ah. I beg your pardon, my lady. Our usual party game.
But I can't see anything. Pleasure of your visit, Your Grace.
It's been a long time now, and I'm still waiting for your reply.
I asked you to give me a few months. I'm still in mourning. I beg you to wait longer.
No, I cannot. I must confess I'm burning with desire to make you my bride.
But I haven't decided yet. I'm still terribly upset.
Time heals every wound. On the other hand, in a few days, important changes will take place in our province. I'm worried about you all alone here. With Archidos undefended, you may find yourself in the midst of war. The castle may be raided, and I want to be sure that you are safe.
No one could do me any harm.
The district is infested with bandits.
You refer to the mysterious swordsman?
In a few days, his very name will be forgotten. I am not afraid of a common highwayman. Laura. Very well. I'll give you another day or so. Adieu, my dear. May your good judgment guide you.
Maria! Maria! My lady. We must tell Ricardo. There isn't any time to lose.
promised me that some merchants would be here.
I was only waiting for you to ask me. I will show you something that is worthy of your beauty. And you, my friends, drink to my health. Drink this toast with me. Arriba España. And now, merchant, what have you brought us? What do you think of this glass?
Hey, where you going? Come back here.
I drink to your beauty. Excuse me. What is it?
Peaches.
I have to convince my people to cooperate in our common cause. I hope that before many months, all that you require will be ready. I promise you, Don Diego, every possible help. What does that Italian need to try to imply? That he's doing me a favor? Stupid clown. He'd better follow my orders, or he'll be sorry. He wants to mollify me. So he sent his woman. Juan de Azevedo, Manuel de Aragona, aquí.
Why don't you grow a nice beard, darling? You'd look prettier.
You are to leave right away for Roccamontana. You will take my message to the Duke, requesting that he reply immediately, either yes or no. If he tries to betray us, he is going to pay dearly. Now go!
But darling, you've grown a beard already. That's what I call true love.
Look at this bridal gown. This is the present you should take back to Roccamontana, to His Grace the Duke. It'll make his fiancée very
Get
happy.
out, you drunken idiot. Go to bed.
Leave me alone. I don't want to go. I'm staying here.
All right, then I'll throw you out.
You mean his lordship will throw you out?
Get out of here.
Get out of here yourself. I've had enough of you and of Roccamontana.
Go away. Go on.
Some wine.
Thank you, no more. I want to leave.
Do you think it's safe at this hour of night? There's something I want to tell you, Yolanda. Good fortune sometimes changes very quickly, but you'll always be welcome here. Don't forget.
I won't forget. Goodbye now, Don Diego.
Giddy up! Make way there!
Oh, my love, I got your message. So Ubaldo of Roccamontana has decided to act, has he?
He says he wants to marry me within a few days. What am I going to do, Ricardo? That man fills me with fear.
No, Laura. If Ubaldo's in such a hurry, it means that he's beginning to be afraid. Tomorrow you'll come and live in my hideout. There you'll be safe, and I'll be able to see you every day.
Oh, darling, I seem to be awakening from some terrible nightmare. Oh, Ricardo, now I really begin to feel happy.
Prepare your departure for tomorrow morning. I'll send Lorenzo to accompany you. Until tomorrow, my love. I'll be waiting impatiently.
Until tomorrow.
Goodbye.
So you know everything about the elusive swordsman. How clever.
You don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but one day you'll regret it.
You know how to be so intriguingly mysterious. I'm sure you'd make a brilliant diplomat.
I've made you a proposition. What's your answer?
Well then, what are your conditions for telling me this secret?
The conditions are serious, but in my opinion, the prize is worth its price, believe me.
You've aroused my curiosity. That's the only reason why I'll listen. All right, speak.
You will be able to lay your hands on the mysterious swordsman. You will be able to destroy his band of outlaws. But you're due for a great surprise.
A pleasant one?
I wouldn't know. But anyway, a surprise.
Come in.
Well?
Your orders have been carried out.
Excellent.
What have you been up to, my pretty maiden?
Would you like to read this dedication?
Ricardo Argentari. Who gave you this portrait?
My fairy godmother did. And later, for good measure, she presented me with this.
For the last time, I ask you to explain.
The explanation you seek is inside that room.
You coward! You're nothing but a vile coward. You've kidnapped me in order to lay a trap for Ricardo. A gesture worthy of your nature.
How interesting. Ricardo's alive, and he's the swordsman we're looking for. Interesting indeed. And was it you who made him a present of this medallion?
Of course. I love Ricardo. I've tricked you in the manner that you've tricked me. I know everything. You are the assassin of my father. Assassin! Assassin!
We'll postpone this highly dramatic scene to a more opportune moment. What interests me now is to find out where that lying, cheating rascal is hiding, and you're going to tell me.
Are you so very sure?
Take her away!
We'll make her talk. If she won't, we will force her.
This message is going to prove beyond doubt to Alfonso d'Este the betrayal of Ubaldo. See that he gets it without delay. Do you understand?
Don't worry, sir. The message will be in Deste's hands before the break of dawn.
Very good. Laura. What's happened to Laura? Tell me.
She's been kidnapped, my lord. They carried her to the castle of Rocamontana. Save her.
Calm down.
Save her.
Rocamontana. Then that means that we've been betrayed and we must act at once. Run to Alfonso d'Este and tell him we need his help. I'll take care of Laura. Go, hurry. What's this?
We came upon these 3 Spanish noblemen, my lord. They refused to tell us where they were going.
Good. Since we were obliged to search them, we discovered this little lover's note in a hidden pocket.
Show these gentlemen to 3 separate rooms, well barred. Come here. Laura has been captured. But fortune is on our side. I have a wonderful plan to bring her to safety. Now listen to me, all of you. This evening, when the curfew is sounding in the castle of Rocamontana, 3 Spanish gentlemen will...
A little more. Let's hope she doesn't faint again. We must be patient. You'll see, I'll get the information that we want.
She'll never say a word. But it doesn't matter. I'll turn the countryside upside down. I'll burn him out. If I have to dry up the rivers and move aside the mountains, that miserable hound will be captured.
I'll use the whip.
Let me go. Let me go.
You're going to tell me where Ricardo's hiding. Do you understand? Speak now! Speak now! She'll talk. She'll talk yet.
Madre Santísima, Madre Inviolata, Madre Venerata, Madre Amada.
By order of the Comandante General Don Diego Espinosa y Guadalquivir, Chief of the Spanish troops, we must speak to the Duke of Rocamontana urgentemente.
I shall at once inform the Duke. But who are those monks?
We overtook them in the open country, and they requested our protection. Their monastery was burned down by someone they call the mysterious Swordsman.
That rogue doesn't respect anyone. We'll supply you with adequate lodgings at once.
Gracias. You will be rewarded for your kindness. Caramba! Don't forget, we have to see the Duke urgently.
I shall go to him now and announce your arrival. You know your way around. I know this castle like the palm of my hand. The only place she could be is in the dungeons. They're over there.
One, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2, 3, 10, 4, 9, 2, 5, 7, 8, 1, 4, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4.
Oh, what a graceful little fountain. Sweet Sister Water offers us her silvery welcome.
Come, dear brother. I'm sure it must be deliciously fresh.
I don't understand, gentlemen. Don Diego accuses me of temporizing, of hesitating. I asked for the immediate intervention of the Spaniards, and here I'm accused of indecision and cowardice.
Obviously, Don Diego has good reasons for being indignant.
There must be some misunderstanding. I never dreamt of asking my friend Don Diego to delay his action.
Caramba! No perdamos la calma. We have come to Rocamontana purposely to clarify everything. And
They've invaded the castle. The bandits are swarming all over the walls. Hurry, quick, say the right to the Duke. Hurry!
I can't understand where they've hidden me.
We must play our last card, Lorenzo. There's only one person who can tell me where to find Laura. Let's go. Go ahead. I awaken you with death in my heart and on the point of my sword. Get up and lead me to Laura. I'm speaking to you. And hurry. Say something. My love. Have they hurt you badly? Are you able to walk? Have you suffered? Tell me.
Ricardo. Oh, Ricardo.
Oh, darling. Don't you see I'm here beside you?
My dear.
Oh, my love.
My dear. Oh.
Listen, beloved. We've entered the castle of Roccamontana. But we've got to take them by surprise. That villain's going to pay for it. We must get out of here. Come.
Over there.
Wait.
They've taken the prisoner away. One of our men has been killed, and Donna Violante has disappeared.
He's here, finally. This time we have him. Barricade all the doors. Station all the men.
Go! Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, in a few moments I shall have the honor to present to you the swordsman.
With pleasure, my lord, with pleasure. Muy encantados to know the gentleman.
Come along.
This must be the way. You lead us.
To your posts. Gentlemen, the trap is ready to spring. Now all we have to do is wait. Please.
You two here. You this side.
Compliments of Don Diego, my lord. Viva Ricardo! Viva el Espadachín!
Delighted to see you again, Count. As you can see, it is still I who am the stronger. And your beloved Laura is in...
Ricardo!
Good end.
Courage, my friends, this way!
look for it. Find it.
Hey, Lupo, mira la chimenea.
Landry, quick. There's no time to lose. Hurry.
Our blessed foot. I'll be grateful to you for all of my life.
In the name of our sovereign Lord Alfonso d'Este, I declare Ubaldo of Rocamontana a traitor and an outlaw. From now on, the entire territory is under our protection and that of Count Ricardo. Long live Alfonso d'Este! Come on! Come on!
My lord, Ricardo's men are coming. We must outwit them. We lay a trap for them.
Now it's my turn. It's all your fault. You bewitched Ubaldo. You made him lose his head over you, and you saved Ricardo. You protected him. You helped him. You were about to ruin my plans. But fortunately, I discovered you in time. And I was able to counter your blows, both yours and those of Ricardo. But now enough. He will never be his. Never. Because I'm going to kill you.
No.
Stop them at any cost.
We will.
We must succeed. Gather together all the men.
Go.
No! Let me go! Let
This horrible nightmare is over at last. I love you. I know what you've suffered, but now we can live our own lives. My love. Together.